Hey everybody, this is probably going to be a short one. I was just pondering what I could talk about, and I thought of something from yesterday when I went to this Sunday Assembly meeting, and we were kind of chatting about what we could take from the conference 2 weekends ago. And I thought it was an interesting thing that the person running the event chose to do as kind of a warm-up, was to get us to do these kind of mini improv games that apparently she learned about from one of the workshops at the conference from Pippa, who is one of the two co-founders of Sunday Assembly, and both of them are comedians. So it makes sense that they would use these principles in trying to, facilitate and run these organizations and get people to do things and get great ideas. So, it was two parts. First one was just try to have a conversation with people, and you just always respond with yes and. Which, if anyone knows anything about improvisation, they know that that's kind of rule number one, is that you always respond to something with yes and. And then we did a second part, which was that you always responded with yes but. And when we all got back together, we discussed how those two had very different impacts. And you might not think about it until you actually try it. But it turns out that if you are constantly saying yes and, you are constantly accepting the information or the situation that someone put forward, but you're also expanding on it. You're making the world grow. So I was asked to help with the demonstration of it, and I just went immediately to silliness, where first thing someone said was something about the building we were in, second person expanded a little bit on that, and then I just said it was built by flamingos, and it just went to bonkers town immediately. And it just, and you could start imagining this ridiculous world where flamingos are construction workers, and it's so easy. But if you do yes but, it's much harder to build on it, because you always have to be negating what people are saying, or qualifying, or contextualizing. It's kind of this, the only way to make it bigger and to build on it is to kind of subvert it a little bit. So it's not as easy to springboard off of that to build on ideas, which of course that is so people can use this for comedy, of course, but for our purposes we were trying to use it for building on ideas, taking what someone said, and instead of finding all the problems with it, which are important to talk about, but maybe not in a brainstorming session, and instead of doing that, to find new things to go along with it. And maybe they're pie in the sky, maybe they get refined down later on, but in a session full of what did we take from this conference and what do we want to use going forward, that's a really good technique to get some good ideas out there. So it should be cool. We already formed some committees where we're going to try to put some of these things into action, so that should be pretty neat. I can't wait to put more on my plate of things to do when I'm already really busy. But these are things that I'm actually really excited about, so it should be fun. So that's all from me. I'll see y'all tomorrow. So adios.